How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. I'm back after a 2-week break, and today we are covering a Galactus Nimrod deck. Now, I first saw this deck on Regis Kilbin's channel. He's another YouTuber. He's a lot bigger than me, so if you haven't heard of him, go check him out. But I found this deck on his channel, and I thought it looked really interesting. I was not excited for Nimrod when the season started, or before the season, but after seeing this deck, I've been playing it the last couple days. I've also been playing the KM Best Galactus deck here and there, and I've ranked up from rank 50 to, I believe, 75 now in the last 48 hours. So I really do like this deck. I do think there's a little bit of room for improvement, so I'm going to try to tweak it in the next few days, see if I can come up with something a little bit more optimized. But I'm going to show you guys the list that I've been playing that he showcased on his channel. And as usual, before we get started, if you love all things Marvel Snap and you love video games, make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell. Let's talk about the deck. Okay, so the deck is a Nimrod Galactus Destroyer deck. If you've noticed already, there is no ramp in the deck. So Galactus is meant to be played on turn 6. In this deck, he's a little bit disguised because you're not playing a typical Galactus deck. You're not telegraphing that a Galactus is coming down. So a lot of the times you do actually get him off on turn 6, and he works really well with Wolverine and Nimrod. You also have Destroyer as an alternate win condition where you can destroy Nimrod, you destroy Wolverine, you can play him on top of Cosmo. There's a lot of different options with this deck, and I'm a big fan. So the idea of the deck is to use Okoye or Nakia to buff your Nimrod, use Shuri to double up his power, maybe drop a Wolverine somewhere, and once you drop a big Nimrod on 5, you can Galactus in a lane, you can Destroyer in a lane. You kind of have different options. If you see an arrow is coming down, a lot of the times you can drop Destroyer instead of Galactus, and it works pretty well. Another win condition that I've had a lot is to Shuri on 4, Hobgoblin on 5, and then Galactus on the -16 power Hobgoblin. It's really difficult for them to kind of make that up, especially if you have a Wolverine coming over as well. Now, really quick before we get to the gameplay, some of the swaps that I am considering is swapping out Scorpion for Bucky Barnes, Green Goblin for Carnage or Deathlock. You could also consider swapping out Cosmo for Carnage or Deathlock and just kind of run more of a destroy package in the beginning of the game. And after all these swaps with more destroys, you might be able to get away with swapping out Okoye for Death. I'm not entirely sure. These are just my ideas. I'm going to give those changes a shot in the next few days. And if I like them, I'll make another video about them. One thing that is very important with this deck is you need to understand that Galactus destroys locations from left to right. So if you're playing Nimrod, you're going to want him in the leftmost location that Galactus is not getting played in. You're going to want the same thing for Wolverine to give him a chance to jump multiple times. So if you're planning to play Galactus in the very right lane, you're going to want to play Nimrod in the very left lane because that location will get destroyed first. He will then populate to the middle and the right location. The middle location will then get destroyed and destroy that copy, and he will get populated again to the very right location where you just played Galactus. If you're planning on playing Galactus middle, you're going to want Nimrod in the left lane again, and if you're playing Galactus in the left lane, you're going to want to play Nimrod in the middle lane. Same thing for Wolverine. It's not guaranteed that Wolverine's going to jump from the left lane to the middle lane over to the Galactus lane, but you at least give him a chance to do so. So it's really important. You'll see it in the gameplay, how I position the cards, and that's it. Let's get to some gameplay. I'll show you, I don't know, 2 or 3 games or something. I don't know, I haven't filmed them. I filmed them after this, so enjoy. Just play Nova left. Probably gonna Wolverine left also. Yeah, we'll just get another copy of Wolverine. We could Scorpion twice, but I like double Wolverine with the Destroyer. At least he's not doing too much with the Yondus. We'll go Wolverine again into a Nova. I guess it doesn't matter what order. Green Goblin. We got pretty lucky with those. Carnage isn't great there. There's a second 8-power Carnage. Alright, so we do have Galactus. So maybe we just play Wolverine into Shuri into Galactus. Yeah, I like that. Wolverine, Scorpion. And then I guess we're playing Shuri into a Galactus mid, but I don't know if that's enough now with the carnage there. So the other option, I guess, is to Nimrod and then look to play Destroyer left. Maybe we Nimrod mid. I'll give it to +1, and then we'll Destroyer left. Hopefully we can win this out. You could have a death. I don't know if that's quite enough. We're getting a lot of power with the Wolverines and the Nimrod and the Novas. So I think we're good here. I don't want to do the math. So we'll just find out. Let's go, man. She-Hulk. There's a death. And here's an arrow. Ooh, I don't know if we win with the arrow. We're gonna need to get a little bit lucky, I think, with some of these Wolverines. I think that wins us mid. And I think we win. Yeah. Victory. Yeah, we needed one Wolverine to land mid, and we needed 2 of them to stack somewhere else. Wow, that's nuts. We got pretty lucky there. So I don't want to play Nova into that. So we'll just Nova mid. Could look to Galactus into that last turn. Probably Okoye turn 2. Yeah. Hello, Okoye. Not gonna Scorpion here. Colossus. We can look to Galactus right if he's gonna stack everything left. Drop a Wolverine in the Murder World. Hopefully this Wolverine will go left. Then we can try to Galactus right. Go left? Yeah. So we'll look to Galactus right. I think the best play we have is Green Goblin into Hobgoblin right. And then just Galactus on top of that. Yeah. I think biggest threat here is a turn 6 arrow. This guy snaps immediately, then that sucks. He snaps immediately, it's a bot. Oh, he's not winning 2 locations. So I think normally we would have Galactus right, but now I think we're looking to Destroyer? Or do we still say Galactus is the move? This gives us 7 with Wolverine. Actually, Destroyer or Galactus left could be the move. This gives us a 3-power Galactus. The Wolverine will get 6 if it destroys once. That's just enough. So I guess we play left. If we went right, still a lot of damage to make up. Interesting that I've noticed actually that Wolverine or Nimrod on top of the same location as Nova don't get the buff, because I think all the destroys happen the exact same time. So if it's destroyed, it doesn't get the Nova buff. I thought it was weird when I first saw it, but seeing it now, I'm kind of able to verify. So if you're playing Nova and you're playing a Nimrod or Wolverine on top of it, and you Galactus and it destroys that location, it destroys everything at once. So the buffs don't actually spread out there. I thought because of the animation, it does it one at a time, but it doesn't look like it does. And that's it for the gameplay. I'm a big fan of this deck. I think it can use some tweaks, maybe a better early destroy package, make it a little bit more consistent, but it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I climbed 25 ranks. I think I'm 76 now, so 26 ranks in the last 48 hours. Give this deck a shot. Check out Regis Kilbin's channel. He makes great content, so check him out. If you guys want to see a video on the KN Best Galactus list that I've also been playing, I played it a little bit at the end of last season and into this season slightly, just let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to make a video. As usual, if you love all things Marvel Snap and you love video games, make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell. See you in the next one.